Alright, hello Earth Angels, welcome back to the Wild Earth Child. Today we're doing a reading on their next actions towards you. I just want to remind you guys that we do have memberships open now on the channel. There's 2 tiers, one tier for shorts, shorts readings, and the other tier is for, exclusive, regular pick-a-card readings or sometimes collective readings, only on the membership option. You can just go to the channel and join. If not, I'm glad you're here anyway, and we're gonna get into the reading today. We have the 3 piles as usual, timestamps in the description, and let's go. Alright, pile 1, this is going to be your reading for their next actions towards you, whatever person you have on your mind. We're gonna see what are they doing next? What's their next move here? If you missed it in the intro, I have memberships available on my channel, posting exclusive readings throughout the month on that side of this channel. If you're interested, you could just go to my channel and click the join button. Otherwise, I'm glad you guys are just here anyway. And let's get into the reading. Pile 1, their next actions towards you. Ooh, the Tower, okay. The next actions towards pile 1. Four of Pentacles. Ace of Cups. King of Pentacles. Clarify the Tower. King of Wands. Clarify the Four of Pentacles. And clarify the Ace of Cups. Sorry, guys. 8 of Cups reversed. Clarify the King of Pentacles. The Hermit. On the back, we have 4 of Swords. Okay. Put this in the middle. Okay, pile 1. Their next actions towards you. I do think that there is some sort of... They're going to be approaching you maybe in a sort of a surprising kind of way. There might be a switch in their energy here. Might be coming in very passionate, very bold. Could even be in more of a mature or like leadership kind of way. I do think well, okay. I feel like I need to, hold on, I'm going to clarify. Clarify 4 of Pentacles with 3 of Cups reversed. Because I feel like I need to clarify what direction that is going in. 8 of Wands. Clarify the 4 of Pentacles with 3 of Cups reversed. 7 of Swords. Okay. So this person, okay, I see. They're coming back in presenting as the King of Wands, a leader, confident, bold, maybe passionate. But there's still a level of holding back. There's still, there could be a third-party situation here. That doesn't necessarily have to be the case. And that doesn't necessarily have to be another person. but it feels like this person's coming in as the King of Wands when they're not quite in that King of Wands energy in a, secure way, if that makes sense. It feels like it's like very fast and passionate and exciting and a little bit of a whirlwind, but it's not honest. And I don't really get that it's like, I'm really not getting that it's like intentional, like to manipulate you or anything. I really am not getting that. It feels more like this person is not even honest with themselves here. I feel like this person's in a little bit of a lost energy. And I feel like they're gonna come in and in this like very passionate and exciting and like maybe even romantic and like open up this idea that like you guys can start something here. But I think ultimately they're still in a place where they're avoidant of that emotional emotional commitment, that emotional like investment. This person, I don't feel like the intentions are negative. I actually don't. But I feel like there's a little bit of a lack of groundedness here. Because it's like this person, they're going to come in fiery and excited and like make it seem like we can start something here. But I feel like they're in a place where they're still dealing with stuff. They could be dealing with abandonment wounds, even low self-esteem and low self-worth. Could even be a fear of changing, of letting, it's like, I definitely get a sense that this person's afraid to let somebody get close to them. But I do think after all of this, there is a level of like figuring out, I think this person, after, I think something might occur, especially the Tower here, that, and it doesn't necessarily have to be like a big dramatic thing, but there's a realization here that this person will gain about this, and that can even be, maybe you even bring it to their attention, like, you're running from this, or you don't seem ready, or whatever, whatever your case would be. I feel like there is going to be a level of realization for this person where they have to sit with themselves, be by themselves, be introspective, and get grounded again, get stable again, work on their finances. Like, I feel like there's just a level of stability and groundedness that this person is very capable of and very much desires, but is not quite in that energy now. They're coming in with King of Wands energy, but they need to be King of Pentacles, if that makes sense. So I just feel like, it just feels like they're coming in a very like whirlwind, fiery kind of way. And then ultimately figuring out like, I need to get grounded. I need to get mature. I need to get more serious. I need to start understanding myself. I need to, read myself here. Let me pull some last cards. The Star. Okay, so healing, yep. Oh. The Hangman taking a time out. I do feel like with this situation, things are going to get worse before they get better. I do really, really think, like I said, there's going to be a change. There's going to be a transformation here. There's going to be realizations here. Gaining perspective, taking a step back. I really do feel like this person doesn't have bad intentions. I think they're just a little bit ungrounded. So I would say, they're coming in a little bit fiery. There's going to be some sort of situation here that occurs that makes them like, okay, I need to take a step back. I need to stop acting like I can give Ace of Cups when I can't, and I need to figure out why I can't. What is this? What do I need to get together? Do I need more confidence? Do I need more money? Do I need to release some sort of external presence? Whatever the case, I do genuinely think there's going to be a new beginning that occurs here after this. But this person needs to sit with themselves first. I think this person has a lot to address within themselves that they were running from that really doesn't even have anything to do with you. It's just more like you were kind of victim of circumstance, if that makes sense. So, pile 1, I'm going to leave that there. Hopefully that was helpful, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye! Alright, pile 2, this is going to be a reading for what are their next actions towards you. If you didn't hear it in the intro, I do have memberships available on my channel for exclusive readings. There's 2 tiers. You can do shorts for 1 tier, which is just like, the 1-minute readings. And then there is exclusive readings that are also pick a card and sometimes collective readings on the other tier, I should say. And I'm doing all different kind of readings there, not just pick a cards. I'm doing also like intuitive ones, or I did one channeling messages through writing. So if you're interested in that, just, hit join on the channel, and I'll see you over there. You'll get some extra readings throughout the month. Otherwise, I'm glad you guys are here anyway, and let's see what's coming next. What are their next actions for pile 2? Oh, okay. Strength. Oh, I might have to cover that. Hold on. We're gonna get our trusty Jolly Ranchers over here. The Lovers, okay. Page of Wands. 2 of Wands, okay. I like this energy so far. Good vibes. Let's clarify, though. Clarify strength. 3 of Wands, okay. Clarify the Lovers. Queen of Cups. Wow, this is a really sweet energy. Clarify Page of Wands. Sorry. Clarify Page of Wands. The Emperor. And clarify 2 of Wands. Whoa, the Hierophant. Oh my god, okay. On the back, we have 3 of Cups. Okay. Alright. Pile 2. Okay, so, I feel like this person's next actions towards you is definitely taking steps to progress this connection. I think they're making plans to take this to the next level in whatever regard that means for you, whether that means dating exclusive, maybe proposing to you if you're that far down the rabbit hole, if you will. This person is definitely feeling, a real connection with you, and definitely feels protective of you and nurturing, and feels like, you're a nurturing energy in their life. I feel like they're intuitively feeling like you are their person, that they need to, pursue this further. I feel like this person is gaining the confidence to take that step here. I think they find, they want to have like excitement here. They want to bring like some peace and yet some excitement to this connection, to your life. I feel like this person I feel like they definitely want to have fun with you with the Three of Cups and the Page of Wands here. Like, they definitely want to have, like, want to make memories here and have good times with you. And, you know, maybe hang out, like, if you guys have the same social circle or something, hang out all together. I think they just really want to build these memories with you. I actually really like this energy. It's sweet, and it's not giving drama here at all. I think that, yeah, I feel like this is so straightforward. They're making plans to take this to the next level. Again, to have some sort of commitment here. They want to have a traditional, relationship here, or build towards that, you know. Maybe for some of you, it's that they want to build up more memories. They want to hang out more. They want to get to know you even more to eventually build to that. But it's definitely on their mind to to take this further, to pursue this in a committed fashion. I think that it's very much like a choice of the heart for this person. This person really likes you. This person definitely feels a genuine connection to you, and they feel like an emotional investment for sure. With the Lovers and the Queen of Cups here. I feel like this person could definitely feel protective of you. And I know this is about actions, but I'm just, you know, just for extra clarification. Yeah, I think they're trying to progress this forward with confidence, with courage. I think this person's not holding back, to be fair. Let me pull a little bit more. What's their next actions towards pile 2? Just feel like this was so straightforward, guys. Yeah. New beginnings here. Well, here. They want to maybe have a lot of... They want to, like, talk to you more. They want to get to know you more. They want to have clear conversations. They want to nurture the connection. They could definitely see you as nurturing. They do want to nurture. They might actually have this conversation with you about nurturing this connection forward, about, you know, they're, you know, having a perspective of reassessing all this connection, making sure this is a good fit. Like, I feel like this person's approaching this very maturely, and I feel like they're genuinely interested in taking this, you know, further. And I feel like they are going to have a conversation here about possibly taking slow, you know, especially with all this Pentacle energy right here. They could definitely want to be like, all right, you know, like, I definitely think that I want to nurture this connection. I want to continue to build on this connection. They might be somebody who will take, like, time to, like, really reassess and look at the connection and make sure, you know, everything's smooth and that they feel like it's a healthy match. But I do think this person's very interested in taking this further. Oh my god, yeah, Ace of Cups. This person wants a new beginning, whatever that means. But I do think they want to build towards it in a grounded way. I feel like they really are trying to... Temperance on the back. Patience, healing, harmony. I feel like they're trying to approach this in a way where, like, nothing can go wrong. Like, that's what I feel like is happening here. Is that they want to... Yeah, they want to approach this delicately. They want to make sure they're being, you know, not too cautious, but cautious enough where it's like things are still running smoothly. They don't want to have any reason for this not to work out. So I feel like they're definitely interested in building towards this slowly. I feel like they're interested in having this conversation with you about it. They're very interested in creating a new beginning here and taking this, you know, further as time goes on. I think this person's very much in future thinking here. They're very interested in you know, pursuing this connection in a very real way. And, you know, for all of you, the timing's probably going to be a little bit different. But I do think that there's a lot of care being put in by this person about how they're approaching this. So pile 2, I think that's great. I love this energy. Can we get this for every pile all the time forever? I love this energy, and I'm gonna leave that there. I feel like it's very straightforward, and I'm wishing you guys the best here for sure. Have a good one. I'll see you guys next time. Bye. All right, pile 3, we're going to see what your person's next actions towards you are. If you missed it in the intro, I do have memberships available on my channel for more exclusive readings throughout the month. There's 2 tiers for, one for shorts readings, 1-minute readings, and then more for, readings like this, pick a card, some intuitive channeling, I did do some channeling through writing. So there's different readings that'll be available throughout the month. Over there, if you're interested, you could just click join on my channel and choose which tier you'd like to be a part of. Otherwise, it's okay. Like, I'm happy you guys are here to begin with. And we're gonna have a good little reading here. I'm gonna put good energy into this one, okay? Let's see what pile 3 is going on. Okay, their next action is Knight of Swords. Definitely some communication. Death. Hold on. Their next actions towards pile 3. Justice. Someone wants to make something right, don't they? Tell me how to make things right. What song is that? That's with Chris Brown. 'Cause I just need you in my life, girl. Love You Better. It's with Chris Brown, but I forget who else is on that song. All right. Queen of Wands. Clarify all the things. Okay. Yeah, this person, whoever this is, they want to make something right. Queen of Swords. On the back is the Hermit. Yeah, this person's been in introspection mode. Okay, so, I do feel like this person's next move towards you, there's definitely some communication here. They could come in being a little bit of a flattery, being a little bit of like flattering you a little bit, but they can also be coming in very confident, passionate, determined. I feel like they want to create some sort of new beginning here that contains like an equal give and take, that feels more balanced and feels more of like a fair connection, quite literally. Because I feel like this person is they're feeling guilty over something that's occurred here. Or no, yeah, I feel like this is someone who feels guilty. Yeah, this person feels guilty because they want to pursue this with a fair. This feels like someone who's coming back around in some regard. This doesn't necessarily have to be an ex, but this could be someone who maybe you had a false start with, or someone who did something that was like it doesn't feel like, I mean, maybe for some of you it could be like a big thing that occurred here, but I feel like for a lot of you it's not really anything too, like, something that can't come back from here. Maybe for a select few of you it could be, and you proceed how you must there. I'm only reading what their next actions are. But I do think that this person wants to come in with clear communication. I think they want to be very honest and clear. And I think this person has really been reflecting, like, genuinely, on, whatever has occurred here. No matter how small or big. I think that this person has gained some insight about themselves, or about, maybe things that occurred here that weren't fair, things that they did, things that they allowed to happen. It definitely feels like this person wants to be more generous, more This person wants to give in the way that they feel you have gived here. Gived? The way you have given, I guess. Yeah. This person wants to give the way you have gave here. Gived is crazy. But, yeah. And I think that, I think they're coming in pretty serious, to be honest. Definitely honest. It could come through a little impulsive, especially with the Knight of Swords here, like, but I think that the heart is in the right place for sure here. I think this person genuinely means what they're saying, and I feel like their intentions are very good here. I do think they want to have honest conversations. I do think they want to take accountability for whatever has occurred here. Because I do think whatever has occurred here, it has been like, it could be keeping them up at night with the Nine of Swords. But nonetheless, it's caused them to feel guilty. It's maybe caused them to feel anxious about this connection. Maybe even depressed about what has occurred here or where this connection has ended up. But I feel like, yeah, they're trying to approach this in a way that comes off very serious here. Let's see, what else? What are their next actions? Seven of Cups. Okay, so this person is wishful thinking here. Knight of Pentacles. Yeah, this person's definitely gained clarity here on whatever has occurred or whatever they've had going on. Queen of Cups on the back. They've gained clarity. I can really speak in this pile today. They've gained clarity on their feelings here, their emotions. You know, the regard that they hold you in. I mean, we have three queens here. Wands, Cups, and Swords. So they definitely see you in a very high light. But I do notice that we have Knights here for them. So I feel like this person does have a level of like, I feel like this person's pretty aware that they might be coming into an uphill battle. Just for the sole fact that they might just within themselves feel like you are too good for them or you have more to offer than they do. And I feel like they're coming in to try and prove that wrong. I will say, I think that this person, for one, they do have hope about you forgiving them. I think they have hope about healing this connection and rebuilding in a, you know, and maybe in a slower way. I think no matter what, this person is willing to accept, you know, whatever the outcome is going to end up being, whatever the response or the reaction to this will be. I actually think they're fully ready for whatever that's going to be. I think that they're extremely hopeful that you guys can rebuild this. I do think this person could be a little bit daydreamy about it, a little bit in a fantasy about how this is gonna go. Not saying that they're not, you know, being realistic about wanting to do this, but it feels like they could have a little bit of like a fantastical, if you will, idea of how this might go down or how you might react or the way in which the connection would be rebuilt here. Or if not rebuilt, just like brought to a place where you can start building on this connection. But I will say, I think this person's heart is in the right place. I think their intentions are in the right place. I think this person genuinely wants to make things right and wants to, you know, build on this in a committed way. Maybe a little bit of a slow burn. I think that they want to redeem themselves here. And I feel like they're very they're very hopeful about you letting them out of the doghouse, if you will. I think that they're definitely like, oh, come on, pile three's gotta let me. Like, I do think that they've played with, again, like I said, whatever outcome in their head. I think they've, you know, mentally prepared themselves for the idea of whichever way it goes. But I think that this person's really in a place where they want to be persuasive and really like, there's, I don't know what happened with this person or what occurred here even, but there's definitely been a complete change within this person and their perspective and the way they're approaching this. They're on a different level here of just like, no, I need to make everything right with pile 3. I need to get another chance or whatever it is. Like they can't seem to forget this. So pile 3, I'm gonna leave that there. Hopefully that was helpful, and I'll see you guys next time.